Hey everyone, welcome to Hanging with Uncle. I'm Gene. I hope you guys had a great weekend and are safe. And I kind of want to continue a conversation that we previously had over the Republican spending bill that cuts Medicare. So I remember hearing them vow to, we're not going to touch Social Security or Medicare, but yet here they are. The proof is in the pudding in the budget they put out. And in my opinion, I don't think they care. They want to kill all of us, and only the people that have money have access to health care. Kind of reminds me of the movie Elysium, where the well-to-do and the rich lived in space, and the planet Earth was a ghetto. And again, separation of classes. And I believe that's what Republicans are trying to do. And when I say Republicans, I mean elected Republicans and those who voted for these assholes. So let's talk about Medicare and who's eligible, all right? Number one, you pay into Medicare all your working life. You don't even get to decide how much to take. The government just takes it. So you've paid for it with your taxes. That's why you're entitled to it. So when you reach the age of 65, you're entitled to get Medicare. You don't get it before then. You just get to keep paying for it. So there's no fraud, waste, or abuse there. The other way to get Medicare is to have a physical disability that prevents you from working. For example, you have a severe injury at work, or you're born with a disability like cerebral palsy or Down syndrome or autism or any of the other birth defects that are out there. So that's who's entitled to it. And they're defending this by saying, well, we're stopping the people and cutting the people off of it that shouldn't be on it in the first place, like undocumented people. Okay, this is a lie. Because the one thing you have to have in order to apply for benefits is a Social Security number. And you don't get that unless you're a citizen of the United States. So if you come to this country, you don't have a Social Security number. Therefore, you're not eligible to receive benefits. Okay? And if you think I'm lying, prior to the age of 65, apply for Medicare. And don't put a Social Security number on it and tell me how far you get. Think, okay? You're being lied to. And a good way to determine this, a really big piece of evidence, is not listening to an outlet that had to pay $750 million for telling lies. That is not a credible source of information. I don't go there for it. Somebody that lies to me, that big, huge, trying to insult my intelligence, will never get my respect again. So Fox News can go to hell. All right? And I just think it's also really obvious to show how much they don't care when Joni Ernst, came out publicly in a town hall saying, well, we're all going to die anyway, so what's the point? But again, who is she talking about and who is she targeting when she says that? Because I promise you it's not her or anyone she cares about, but it's okay for you or me to die anyway and have our rights be stripped away from us by cutting what was promised us into law when Franklin Roosevelt signed it. So you've paid for it, you get it, and if you ask, yeah, well, why do my taxes have to go to pay for those that don't work? Why do I get to pay for it? Just remember the story of the Good Samaritan if you call yourself a Christian. So that's what I have. If you like this information, please subscribe, and most importantly, hit that thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you for hanging with Uncle. That's all I have for today. And you guys take care of yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.